Hello, I'm Miss Lily and I work here at Hope Academy for Autism. I'm a teacher here and this is my 6th year working with the kids on the spectrum. This is my classroom and I would like you to take a tour with me. So this is an example of our daily schedule. Our day usually consists of morning tasks. In the morning when they come in, the kids already have a task to do. Some of my table tasks include trays like this. So this would be number correspondence. Each slot has a number on it and you would add that number of links into it. That's one way to do it. The other way is to involve motor skills in it. So you would link 10 little links until you reach the number of that number correspondence in that slot. Another example would be coin recognition and sorting. So you would put each coin in the pertaining slot and the student will work on it until all the coins are sorted out. Next, we continue here with the counting. It's counting and number recognition. So they would count and then on the pin, they find the number that corresponds to that sheet. So this is what it would look like, and it's also practicing motor skills at the same time. The last one I have here for you is letter recognition. So for this one, they would get in capital letter and they have to match it to the lowercase. And this is what they do until it's completely done. All of my table tasks have been created to reach and work on the individual IEP goals. Then we transition to morning work. After morning work, we do animal therapy, and it depends on what day. We have different therapies. We have yoga, PE, and music as well. We go to recess, and then after recess, we transition to academic centers. During that time, we work on reading, writing, math, science, or social studies, depending on what we are working on that week. During our academic centers, we do a lot of subjects, but today I am going to show you what we do on math and reading. For reading, there are different books that we use. For example, this one would be based more on the illustrations, and this one would be based more on the content. So it just depends on where each student is at, and that is what book they get to read. Another example I have of reading is the reading comprehension. It doesn't only show you the question, but it also gives you a picture to choose from. So that's just adjusting it to each child's needs. This is an example of math. While there can be some students working on math that looks like this, they're subtracting using the manipulatives on here. Some students are counting. So you'll have them count and then they are going to find the number and they are going to match it. Another example would be something like this, where they still need to count, but they have the number available for them so they know exactly how many objects they're accounting for. I'm going to show you an example. We always try to keep it fun and keep the kids motivated, and kids really like when we do this. So they love this board. So for example, if we are doing addition, we have them write it down on the board, and then they get to grab manipulatives and use them. So say 5, they would put 5 of these and then 1, and then they would find the answer. They would go back and count all the manipulatives and say their answer is 6. And then they get to draw their own happy face, and it keeps them motivated to keep doing each problem because they want to draw a happy face. After that, we go to lunch, and after lunch we have hygiene. This is when the kids brush their teeth, they wash their face, and while they're doing that, the other students are working on a task of free choice. After that, we have computer lab, where we have all educational videos that the kiddos work on. From there, we transition to life skills. In life skills, we work on different things like vacuuming, mopping, sweeping, learning how to fold shirts, tying shoes, just different activities that will help them to be as independent as possible in the future. We have snack, and then we clean up, we pack up, get everything ready to go, everything in the backpacks, and then we line up. We go on our different routes because we offer transportation, so the kids go on different routes, and then it's time to go home.